Let's not wait any longer and let's get this third match on the way with Usmakabyle versus Eduardinho.
My name is alias Usmakabyle. I'm two-time world champion. I'm happy to be there. I will represent West Asia and I will do my best. 2 years ago I lost in final against Foot Facile. Was in penalty. I deserve to represent FC Barcelona. I know this is a famous club, maybe the biggest in Spain or in the world. So it will be an honor for me to represent them in World Cup. I think Mestre and Eduardinho are the great players, so I will do my best against all. And I think the biggest matchup for me it's me. I will play my style, so I will try to play a tiki-taka and to try to do the best football ever. Let's enjoy this game and see you maybe in World Cup.
Jogar com o Usa para mim vai ser muito especial, ele tem uma grande história no eFootball e sempre foi um sonho jogar contra ele, então é um prazer estar competindo contra ele. Tenho certeza que vai ser um grande jogo e vai ser ainda melhor se eu ganhar.
A return into the limelight for both Eduardinho, our Romario Cup champion who opened the entire show today, but arguably more importantly, Usmakabyle, the three-time world champion, did not participate last year, is back. You heard him in the VT. I lost on penalties in 2024, 5-4 against Foot Facile, who, by the way, is already qualified for the World Finals. This is his chance at revenge,
yes,
Usmakabyle. He feels there is unfinished business here with this club.
Well, these guys do hold rivalries close, and we'd be saying, do you think they think about it? Do you think, yes, it does burn bright for him? And I think Usmakabyle, that's the thing. It's important not to look too far ahead, though, because, you know, Eduardinho is here to play. I think this is going to be a very, very nice matchup for him. Eduardinho saying this is very special to play against Usmakabyle. I mean, it's going to come down to, I think, who can control the play defensively in the first half, or else we could just get free-flowing football here where it's absolutely carnage and chaos. But these guys, they kind of both need a result here. Am I right in saying that, do you think, Harry? It's a big one, like.
Certainly think so, arguably more so for Eduardinho.
Yeah.
Yes,
he's
played, you know, less than perhaps those players around him, but he's now coming up against Usmakabyle, who, again, across my years of commentating the eFootball Championship Pro here in this very arena, the amount of times I hear the Algerian frustrated at himself. He's the most emotional, he wears his heart on his sleeve, the most outspoken,
he said that in the VT
player.
as well. He's his biggest opponent, isn't it?
Exactly right. He will be very vocal on that stage, and I hope those headphones that Eduardinho is wearing are soundproof, because you'll definitely hear Usmakabyle, one way or another, express his emotions. As you can see, we're moments away from kickoff, but to answer your question, maybe Eduardinho, just seeing himself kind of in that lower pack. Remember, it's only the top two from this 5-player group that will feature in the final later on.
And Harry, it's like as you said, right? It's very interesting. I always like asking you these type of questions because you've seen it all, right? You've been to so many events. You're the OG, right? As I say. But I do feel like, what is it that, like, when you see these scenarios play out, like, is the difference with the likes of Usmakabyle in terms of him going on to win something? Is it confidence? Is it just gets in his head a little bit, or?
It's really strange that you asked me that, Barry, because I was just doing my research this morning and looking over Usmakabyle, and I was thinking, this guy has won 3 world titles, he's had so much success, arguably the greatest eFootball player of all time, firmly in that conversation. He has really historically struggled at these club events.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what's interesting to me about it as well.
AC Milan 2024 final, losing there to Galahad, as well. There is early chances here for both players Lost to Calahard 1-0. Then, of course, in the Barcelona finals of 2024, that same year, lost on penalties. Then the Arsenal finals in the very same year was out in the group stages of the club event finals. So it depends. It's almost like a different Usmakabyle that turns up to these events. It's definitely one to keep an eye on for sure. To introduce our players, of course, Eduardinho in the home strip, blue cursor with a nice double touch by Lamine Yamal. And he's just proving to the three-time world champion, I don't care how many accolades you've got, I'm going to do those skill moves. Here's Yamal, who can he find? Only the goalkeeper for now, Rashford! And Eduardinho's in front!
It's brilliant dribbling out wide. Again, absolutely rinses coming in, and then Rashford is the man of the hour yet again. That's almost a dream start. Proper possession, takes it up wide. You said it, showboating skills and saying, listen, I respect you, but I don't fear you right now. I'm going to try and take you down. It's just an unbelievable goal. And a bit of luck, Harry, as well, for the bounce back.
Completely sent Usmakabyle the wrong way. I had time and space to pick out the cross. This too close to the goalkeeper, but the presence of mind to play the extra pass rather than force the shot from a difficult angle. He's impressed with himself, Eduardinho.
He's been here before, he's taken the lead again. Now it's going to be a case of, what do I do differently this time?
So 1-0 to the Romario Cup champion of 2026. And Usmakabyle finds himself at an early deficit here. Coming forward now with Marcus Rashford near side. Sadly, nothing doing from that one, but yeah, not the ideal start for Usmakabyle, who's been in some wars so far. Of course, a 6-goal loss in his first game, of course, 5-1 losing to Hituok, and then, as we saw in the results, 7 goals. A 7-goal thriller in which he came out on top against Katsupia. He's had some scrapes so far as the 3-time world champion.
It's good dribbling again. Out wide is coming into it in a big way here. Both of these guys are very flair, very flashy, showboaty almost.
Lamine Yamal here for Usmakabyle. Into the box and out again, and trying to find the return pass. Yamal dispossessed. Eduardinho, his concentration levels, it's what I always talk about when defending. You have to concentrate and anticipate every possible outcome. His concentration has been, in the opening 25, absolutely spot on. Has to defend here though. Fermin for Usmakabyle, cross across the face of goal, looking for Yamal, and it's off the stanchion behind the goal.
It's a good chance again, but it's kind of a half chance. He's putting it up there, not the best player to be heading the ball there. You want somebody else on that, but again, early warning signs for both these guys, kind of similar. It's not as tactical as I would have thought. It seems to be a lot of attacking football going on here, Harry.
Which we love to see, of course. And sometimes you play up to the style of your opponent. And wow, look at the space here for Fermin near side, up against Koundé. Cross, far post, and Lewandowski!
That's what we wanted. That's what he would have wanted. And this time the right man does get the ball in, and the right man does make no mistake. And that's the difference between putting it onto Lewandowski's head in that position, putting it onto Yamal. Yamal is better out giving the ball in. Some space, as you said, Harry. Too much space at this stage. Brilliant ball in, brilliant header, back in the game.
Time and time again, Usmakabyle would have been conceding this type of goal to Lewandowski in the eFootball Championship Pro, playing against him on the various teams that he was on, Usmakabyle, but now he finally gets a chance to use Lewandowski. I'm sure he's very happy with that.
Lewandowski's just licking his lips at that one and saying, this is a simple header for me, but it's all about the space, it's all about the patience, it's all about the ball put in, and then the finish is there as well. Right back in it now, and it's an interesting game. I keep saying it, but it's very, very open.
Fascinating affair we have here. The 3-time world champion gets back on level terms. It makes me wonder where we will head next. Which direction will this tie go in? As Usmakabyle definitely growing into this one. That's a bit clumsy by Balde.
Just a bit too late.
Nice switch of the play there. Bermin. Oh,
Lovely
that's
overlap.
a good one too. And now, look at the space for Rashford if he can get his boot onto that one. You see the ideas from Usmakabyle, just needs to tighten up a little bit. Playing with a smile on his face right now, but Eduardinho
Super tackle.
trying to gallop on that far side. Really direct play from Usmakabyle so far. We're approaching half-time. 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Eduardinho 1, Usmakabyle 1.
Oh, that's super play. Just overhit.
Nice back heel, but as you said, slightly overcooked that time around. The idea was there though.
Yeah, it was. And those over-the-top through balls from Usmakabyle are causing a little bit of hassle, even on the second ball, the rebounded ball, picking up the scraps.
Bermin near side. Here for Usmakabyle. Oh, that's special. That is lovely from Usmakabyle. That's the go-ahead goal. Showtime Rashford finishing, I believe that was a Trivela cross.
It looked like it, yeah. We'll have to have another look, but it did. You called it right. I think it's again, it's that trickery out wide. Just too much space out wide. And Usmakabyle is throwing something different than what we've seen so far today, and that the width is coming into it a lot. Brilliant dribbling, brilliant ball in, and it's another simple tap-in. Left foot finish. It's all about the ball in though, as you said, Harry. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, I love that animation. And it's the Englishman with the left foot. He's still frustrated, with himself. That's the
He's
thing.
still frustrated.
Both men frustrated with how things are going on the stage. We just have stoppage time as a formality here at the end of the first half. But from 1-0 down to 2-1 up is Usmakabyle. Back in the driving seat here on the stage. Again, another regular of this studio throughout the eFootball Championship Pro Days. And the referee will signal the end of the first half here. Usmakabyle 2.
It hasn't been pretty.
1.
It hasn't been pretty in terms of, like, it's a lot of loose balls, a lot of rebounds. And again, you have to ask the question, Eduardinho, he's 1-0 up, now he's 2-1 down. You know, and it's a case of, is that now a psychological thing where this has happened to him already in the first game? Does that weigh into it, Harry, in your experience, you know, when you're getting pegged back after getting the first goal?
It's always fascinating when you get a chance to look at the statistics. I mean, similar passes, similar success rate. It's just that little bit of class from Usmakabyle that seems to be the difference here. I think Eduardinho needs to make sure that he knows that he is in this fight here. Sure, he's only had one strike and Usmakabyle has had the majority of the chances, but I mean, look at the score. It's just one goal.
Yeah, it's just
so
one
far.
chance. It's one chance, and there hasn't been, you know, it's not been like a domination. It's been a couple of like balls getting through, you know, getting up the scraps, getting the second ball in. That goal there is obviously a bit of calm, you know, dribbling out wide. But I think if I'm Eduardinho here, I think you have to close down the width a little bit. I know that's easier said than done, because then you can start playing your triangles, you can start doing your through balls, and Usman will read that if he starts closing down the width. But it's set up nicely. I mean, we haven't seen that out wide play, that possession style play, and then spray out wide as much today. This is our first time really seeing, you know, Usman hone in on it. It seems to be a really solid tactic for him today.
Indeed, and it's been a trademark of his play. I still remember, again, alluding back to those eFootball Championship Pro Days, he loves that switch of the play, finding that extra man. Wants that space on the wing to try and formulate and make his opponent second guess any plans that he comes up with. Second half underway. Eduardinho still in the home strip, this time attacking right to left, trailing 2 goals to 1. Lamine Yamal has continued his run here. The goalkeeper has that one safely in the end, but Eduardinho, he would love to join Petit Facile who both of these men know quite well for different reasons. Of course, we mentioned it in 2024, as Usmakabyle did as well, losing in that shootout there. Well, Eduardinho is into the box here with Rashford, so I'll come back to my point. Can he find any Blaugrana shirts? Really nice footwork, but it just has two men to beat here. He's going further and further from the goal, but Firmino's still in there, back heel, looking for Pedri. Oh, it's given away. Oh, where's it going here? It's finally cleared. And Yamal, Usmakabyle just relieving the pressure here. That was so dangerous.
My God, that could have gone anywhere. That could have gone anywhere. It's a super ball again, though, and again out wide, cutting in. The inverted type of winger. I think I need a breath after that one, Harry. That was the carnage there. But it's been that sort of game, hasn't it? It's just been, I won't say sloppy, but it definitely has been a little bit messy.
Really dangerous, and there is some of that messiness you were alluding to. I mentioned Usmakabyle, of course, 2024. Usmakabyle losing on penalties there, 5-4 in this very competition, at this very stage, in fact the final of that one, of course. As for Eduardinho, of course, Usmakabyle was the man he beat 4-3 and then 2-1 in the Romario Cup to qualify for this competition. So they both know the man who's the only console player qualified for the World Finals at this point in time very well indeed. Here's Marcus Rashford. Tries to break the lines, but with 20 minutes to go, we'd imagine there's some changes to be made here fairly soon. Been a good second half though so far for Eduardinho. It has,
it's open. I think Eduardinho was probably going to gamble and say, listen, I just need one chance to get back into it, and then go for it, or then decide what he wants to do. He'd probably take it into maybe the 80th minute for one or two last chances. Far side, Firmino and Pedri. Very industrious, and there's that switch to the players. Serious ball. Really nice, right on a postage stamp to Lamine Yamal. And Lewandowski's there! Oh, it's so quick! And just like that, Usmakabyle puts clear daylight between him and Eduardinho. We've said it, we've called it, we've said that out wide, that ball across. It's a brilliant, brilliant ball. It completely takes out the defence, and then from when he comes inside, I mean, the goals has to keep it quick before Eduardinho can rotate back. But it's all about the ball out wide. We've been saying it. I know it's easy to say it when you're sitting here where we are and say you need to close that gap down. In fairness to Usmakabyle, he has actually attacked through the middle in the second half as well to create that uncertainty, even though he's been man-marked. It's just been a huge, huge point of this game, that big, huge switch. You know, that Usmakabyle switch. And it's basically won him the game if the result stays the way it is. It's great to have him back, because regardless of the team he's trying to qualify with, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's AC, whether it's any team he tries to use, he sticks to that game plan. Yeah. And we didn't see it in the highlight package in the replays, but you said it, that big switch right on a postage stamp to it's a beautiful switch. It's the big trademark of his man. When that comes, right, when that actually works and you're playing that out wide, where you're still set defensively, right? A lot of people that are playing the game or maybe new to the game are like, okay, I'm playing through the middle, right? Or I'm playing long ball counter, or I'm playing quick counter. That doesn't mean you can't switch the play as well. You know, you can still play out wide even though you're tactically set up in the game the way these two guys are. Either it's quick counter, possession game. Obviously the players move differently depending on how you have your tactics set up. That doesn't mean you can't manually trigger stuff and manually look for those gaps. And that has been a masterclass from Usma today, where he's really kind of like probed those out wide areas. And every time he's pulled the trigger on it, it's resulted in a chance or a goal. Well, latest goal scored by Usmakabyle. Three-time world champion, 3 goals to his name. And if Eduardinho wants a lifeline here, well, it needs to start right now. The double touch. Almost beating the goalkeeper with a controlled strike here as well. Yeah, again, it's a beautiful cut in. First time double touch, takes it into his stride. It's good. Good save, in fairness. It's a great save. Everything right by both men done there. That was kind of the chance, though, you feel. Still time. Still time and still a chance
if he can get this corner routine right. Front post, Araujo cannot head it on, sadly. And now we'll see the experience of Usmakabyle really kick in. That one's a bit wayward though. You can see his frustrations on the player cam. Javi into the box here. Eduardinho searching for a lifeline.
Just going to try and kill the game out now, you know, and Usmakabyle has been here before where he knows how to control a game. It just takes one chance to get back into it, but as the clock ticks, it needs to be now.
Taking a page from his opponent's playbook here, Eduardinho, big switch, forces the eyes onto the far side. Oh, nice super cancelling as well. He's turning Usmakabyle left and right, breaking ankles, and oh, this ball could go anywhere. Rashford's still in there. Oh, it's wide. Both men are absolutely...
They're going crazy here. It's just been that type of game, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been that type of game. It's been messy, it's been sloppy, there's rebounds, there's bodies everywhere, the ball is going. The ball is going. It could come out on top of us here in a second.
Wondered what that was that just brushed my leg. It was the ball.
It was the ball. It wasn't me anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's... See, as the day goes on, and Harry, you're the man I keep going back to. You've seen it all before. You're the veteran here, right? The tension does dial up, I expect, in a way that if something that doesn't bother you in the earlier, like it's still early days in the competition, but as the tension ramps up, those rebounds, those frustrations, they multiply and they get more and more tense and more capable of frustration.
You're not wrong about that, Barry, and part of me wonders if that has been the Achilles heel, so to speak, of Usmakabyle in these club event finals. 3 times in the past he's gotten to this stage. All 3 times he's failed to qualify for the World Finals. Rashford here for Eduardinho, dispossessed, and the reason we bring that up, Barry, of course, is not to rub salt in the wound,
yeah,
but because Usmakabyle
the history.
is a 3-time world champion, we expect him to win these tournaments. But 0 for 3 is very uncharacteristic and not what we expect of Usmakabyle. So far, so good, though.
This is a huge result for him, and that's why he's probably getting a little bit animated. We'll ask him there in a minute. I'll dare asking him in a minute. But that's why he probably is getting a little animated, because it is a big swing game.
You're absolutely right. I think Usmakabyle will definitely agree with you. 3 points in the bag, and Eduardinho bested on the stage again. Our Romario Cup champion falls to the 3-time world champion, who is in danger of losing his head. But you'd never guess he just won 3 goals to 1 and secured 3 points. Usmakabyle.
Yeah, I think he's happy with the result, but frustrated with the experience of it there, because there was a lot of, you know, these guys have such a skill level that they like to control as much as they possibly can, and you can see from the stats there, the game did kind of get away from him a little bit at times, but then he did still score the goals, and the result is all he'll care about. But yeah, the possession stat is an interesting one there.
Indeed, as well as the successful passing, the world champion had plenty of defending to do, as we saw Eduardinho early on with that goal that really put the pressure on, threatened to frustrate Usmakabyle just slightly. But from then on, it seemed like the 3-time world champion just woke up a little bit.
Yeah, he just showed his class. I mean, he kept going. I like to see a player that goes out wide just to be able to mix that up, because when you go out wide, it does throw a little bit of a spanner in the works, and it asks you the question, if you're going to close out wide, then you can bring in your kind of meta play and you can kind of bring in your true ball play. So yeah, it's been great to see that.
Well, right on the half-hour mark, it was Lewandowski rising high to head that one into the back of the goal. And just before half-time, the Trivela cross really low to the Englishman. Showtime Marcus Rashford to tuck that one home with the left foot. that put him into the lead. And again, you'd never guess with his emotions that he just scored the go-ahead goal. He couldn't believe it. Neither could Eduardinho, and sadly things went from bad to worse for the Brazilian, as that snap strike with so much power by Robert Lewandowski was the final goal of the game and just made it a hill too far to climb for Eduardinho. And that was indeed the end of the game. Final score, Usmakabyle 3, Eduardinho 1. And for the three-time world champion, it's another 3 points.
Yeah, no, I think it's a statement win, maybe, when you come onto the main stage. Eduardinho is ready to come back, but Usmakabyle was the one with the victory right now, and he is standing with Barry. Let's see his thoughts on this match.
So lads, we are here, of course, with Usmakabyle, and a great result for you. You seemed a little frustrated up there when you were playing. Is that just putting pressure on yourself, or was it just you were just kind of frustrated with how the match was going, even though you got a good result?
First of all, I want to say GG to my opponent. I know it's a good player. I was, I think, lucky. When I started the game, he scored directly. Today, I think I'm bad in defense. So, and after I'm happy because I come back in difficult match, in important game, because I lost the first match 5-1. So I'm in difficult situation. But now I have to win, and I will try for the last match to do my best.
Yeah, I mean, you say that you had a difficult match your first game out, but bouncing back there, that's a huge result for you. As you look forward into the next couple of games that you're getting, your next match against Mestre, what are you going to do differently? You say you're lacking a little bit on defense. Is that something that you think you can fix in the next game?
I know Mestre is a good player, so I will try to play like I played the second match and the third match. I started really bad. I had some little problem. Now I'm focused for the last match. It's already final.
Yeah, well, I mean, the sign of a great player is not playing their best and still getting results. So I say you've been good doing that. So best of luck in the next match anyway. Lads, that is it from Usmakabyle and me here in the winner's circle here. Back to you guys in the main studio.
Thank you, Barry. Really interesting thoughts there from Usmakabyle. He really gave himself into all the areas. Didn't really say that was a great win. No, that wasn't my greatest game. I was really bad in defense. And now, what are your thoughts on that, Harry?
Yeah, I think it's an accurate assessment. Usmakabyle definitely knows himself better than anyone else, and just looking at the possession, he's a man who likes to control possession, likes to play tiki-taka, was forced into a bit of a plan B after conceding that early goal, and just looking at the successful passes and the passes from Eduardinho in comparison to Usmakabyle, that would be disappointing for the three-time world champion. Yes, he gets the goals, the 3 points, but it's the fashion and the way he wants to operate that really, I think he would be happier losing 4-3 and playing the way he wants to than winning 5-0 and not. So, yeah, I'd say definitely Usmakabyle a little bit frustrated at this moment in time, but that's just the three-time world champion. There's a reason. He's an intense guy.
That's why you need that mentality to be one of the best in the world,
Absolutely.
don't you?